Um, and let's talk about the Abby character versus another famous character that came in and just did in some heroes and really like just was a traumatic intro. Negan. So Negan, this whole thing reminds me of Negan. Now, there's a lot of Walking Dead inspiration and Game of Thrones inspiration in this show. Clearly, Walking Dead is the godfather of zombie shows. You just can't get past that. So you're going to see a lot of inspiration in it. In fact, tonight, there was a couple of shots where it was just like the whole. It looked like Rick on the horse from season one. They did it actually later on in the series, but it showed the picture of the horse driving into like Atlanta, which was like apocalyptic, right? He's on the freeway. There's all these broken cars. The famous Walking Dead poster. Well, they did the same thing, but with Seattle, and it was the same thing with the ladies on a horse. We'll get to that. So a lot of inspiration. So we can't, to do it justice, we can't go, okay, Negan and Abby are not related because they are. But there is a main difference. And I mentioned Negan and Abby the comparison last week, and I wanted to flesh it out a little bit more this week. I didn't really go as far as I should have gone. The biggest difference, I think, between this character and Negan, and again, I don't know the story, I don't know the video game. We'll get into that too. You know my rule. Okay, it doesn't matter. This is a different universe. This is a different art form. Whatever the source material is, this is a TV show. It's different. So it doesn't have to follow the same rules. It doesn't live in the same universe. So if I complain that the storyline is a storyline that doesn't work, and it's the video game storyline, well, fuck you, because it doesn't work, and that's the way it worked. That's TV. It's a different genre. It doesn't matter to me. So I'll never have that argument with anyone. They'll never win with me. It is what it is. So just that's what you need to know with me. Okay. So the difference between Abby and Negan, if you'll recall, Rick and his team were in this real like vicious mode of like, okay, kill or be killed, survival of the fittest. They attacked Negan's group when they were sleeping in like some sort of a building with a satellite. I'm a little fuzzy on it, but they killed some people when they didn't have to. They killed them, I think, and it was kind of cowardly. They did a sneak attack, but they were doing it to show dominance. Okay. And they were trying to scare they had heard that the Negan crew was mean and nasty. And Rick is like, well, our crew's mean and nasty. So, and I think they were doing a favor for somebody connected to Alexandria. It's coming back to me. But they were doing somebody a favor, and they didn't, it was like the mayor of that small town, long story. But my point is, when Negan caught up with them, he executed two of Rick's crew because he was getting payback, but it was not vengeance. It was business. He was like, hey, this could have gone easier on you. You didn't need to kill my people, but you did. You killed them, and it was cowardly, and that's not fair. So I'm going to teach you a lesson. It's only business. I'm down two guys. You're going to be down two guys. Now, he didn't so that was his point. Negan had a point, and I'll reiterate this again. Negan's point was, in this world, if you can't survive me, if I catch you and put you on your knees, you're not fit to live in this world. This is a new world, and all weaklings must go, because this world is so vicious. If we're not the tip-top meanest people, the human race is going to be wiped out. That was Negan's thing. Negan looked at it as, this is the only way to go. You must be ice cold killers. Everyone has to be that person. So he said, I'm going to teach you what that's like. And you're not a fit crew, but you need to join my crew, and I'll make you strong people. That was Negan. So he brutally murders two of Rick's people, but he did it indiscriminately. So it wasn't a vengeance killing, and it wasn't, he was like thinking about it for 5 years and hunting them down. It was business. And Rick brought it on themselves. Rick did not have to attack Negan's people, but he did. So it's a very different situation. Negan found redemption. If you continue to watch the show, there's a moment where Rick could kill him with his own bat, like, spoiler, but tables are turned. If you haven't watched it, stop and go watch it. Don't listen to this. I'll give you a second. Okay, come back. But Rick had a chance and gave Negan mercy, because ultimately Rick understood, well, now because of what Negan did to us, we are those people. Like, so Negan's point was made through that season where Rick and them had to, overcome the being, under Negan's thumb. So Abby, first of all, Negan's a more, obviously an older person, and he's coming from, again, it's business. This Abby character is just as vicious as Negan, but hers is vengeance. She's got no point to it. She's not trying to do it for any reason other than I have a bloodlust. I'm a bad seed. So I do not see. So, and then she tortured Joel, who is a hero character. I do not see that becoming any kind. I don't see any redemption line with this character. So I think this character was created just to be the evilest, scariest foil that you could give to Ellie. And I think that there's just no point to that character other than that. Again, this is a video game adaptation, so I will appreciate the limitations of that, which is some characters in a video game are just created just to be one dimensional and to be like evil or be like, altruistic, or to give the hero something, or to always be there when the hero needs to buy something, right? It's a video game concept. So I really wanted to break down the difference between Abby and Negan because I think that's important. Going back to Negan, he killed those guys really brutally, but he didn't torture them. Now, he smashed their heads in over and over. I mean, it's historic. Sorry, spoiler if you haven't watched The Walking Dead. And it was brutal, but it wasn't a torture like she did with, like Abby did with Joel. Okay, so there you go. That's the difference.